Hey guys, and welcome back to this Chelsea FIFA 19 career mode where we've managed to get ourselves back where we belong at the top of the Premier League table. We also solved our centre-back issue, Harry Maguire becoming the latest signing to join the squad, which kind of solves a little bit of a headache. A few of you, or quite a lot of you actually, were interested in signing Saul. Obviously the midfielder from Atletico Madrid can play on the left, can play on the right, can play in the middle, but we are flooded with midfield options. I am aware of that. We would need, obviously Fabregas is gone now, but we've got Kante, Jorginho, Barkley, Loftus-Cheek. I essentially want 5 incredible midfield players that are going to do a job, because hopefully we'll be in the Champions League next year, which means we're going to be playing a lot of games. So Saul is not out of the question. It is still an option, but I don't think we need to push that through this window. And the same as Pedro and Willian, they will be staying with us, both of them, until the end of the season. But Ivan Rakitic has joined Man City, Gerard Piqué has joined Man United. 2 quality signings, 2 new additions to the Premier League that are world class. But Bournemouth away. Stop thinking about transfers, pick up another 3 points, continue our march to the title. Let's go, boys. So the home side lining up with a 4-4-2 formation by the looks of things, or is it a 4-4-1-1 with Jermaine Defoe? It is, playing just behind new signing Sanabria, who we know is dangerous, and have to watch out for him up there. We are going with a 4-2-3-1 formation today. It served us well in the past. I mean, Rudiger is going to be partnered by Harry Maguire at the back there. This is no disrespect to David Luiz, but a lot of you want him sold. So that's probably another player we'll look to move on at the end of the season. Pedro, Hazard and Zaha playing behind Mauro Icardi. Kante plays the ball to the right. Here is Azpilicueta. Pedro making a run ahead of him. If we time this pass right, Pedro could be in. Has he got the pace to go all the way? No, this is the problem with his age. He is still quick, but not as quick as he used to be. Here is N'Golo Kante. Kante lays it off one more to Mateo Kovacic. Lovely little reverse ball into Hazard. We're keeping possession. We're being patient. Pedro stands the ball up. Anyone arriving? No, it's cleared. Half cleared. And then headed fully away by Bournemouth. Good spell of early pressure though. Oh, it's a nice little ball inside. Here is Sanabria. Lewis Cook joins the attack. Jermaine Defoe up there with Stanislas. Last couple of interlinking passes from Bournemouth. Harry Maguire with some defending to do. He does it relatively simply. I love him. Look at the size of him. It's massive. Bournemouth are one of those teams that they're either really, really good or really, really average. On their day, they can beat anybody. They play some really good football under Eddie Howe, who I think is a candidate when Gareth Southgate eventually does step down as England manager. Obviously, he's just signed a New Year deal, I think, till 2022 World Cup. Eddie Howe would be a perfect replacement for me. Bournemouth haven't really had the resources or funds that a lot of teams have had, and he's built a great team spirit and put a good squad together and kept Bournemouth in the Premier League, so credit to him. But we know this is a potentially tricky fixture. We have the best away record in the Prem. However, I'm not confident, or overly confident, we'll get the win here unless Mauro Icardi can finish this opportunity and put us one up. Yes, he can. Like an absolute boss. Take back everything I just said. We've got the lead, and it's our £67 million striker who's popped the ball into the bottom corner for us. Great assist. Kante, look at that, outside of the right foot. Run was timed perfectly, and he's finished it so coolly. Bournemouth looking for an almost immediate response, but Kovacic, a player that I didn't mention, obviously, before this episode in terms of our midfield players. That's because he's on loan. Shot comes in, goes harmlessly wide, but yeah, that's because he's on loan. Everybody in the comments section that has commented about Kovacic is in favour of bringing him in on a permanent basis. So we'll be doing everything we can to try and make that happen. Bournemouth coming forward. Jermaine Defoe loves a goal against Chelsea. There he is. Lays the ball back. Got defender to do. Harry Maguire does half of it. Ball comes back in. Rudiger blocks the shot. Good work, lads. Azpilicueta. Oh, what a pass that is. What a pass that is. Here's Pedro. Great feet. Knocks the ball inside to Hazard. Bit of good fortune in there as well. Icardi lays it off. Kovacic. It's got to be a foul, isn't it? Yeah, thank you. I was going to say, I don't know what the Bournemouth man was doing, diving over Kovacic while he's on the floor, but this is Marcus Alonso territory. Can he get it around the wall? He can. It's up over the wall. What a save from Begovic. Brilliant stop. Hazard keeps the attack alive. Kovacic tried to lay the ball off. Stanislas blocked it, and Bournemouth will get it away. What a free kick. Oh no. Sanabria's in. Sprung the offside trap. Flag stays down. Aspi needs to come across. Sanabria one-on-one with Kepa, and he's not going to miss that. 5 minutes or so before half-time, we've had a defensive lapse in concentration, and Bournemouth have made us play Sanabria in particular. 1-1. Really not sure what happened, and this replay isn't helping me either. What is the point in having a camera there, look? What is the point? Icardi. Oh, that's a great bit of skill from Mauro Icardi. Hazard makes a little run. He looked to find him, but headed away by the defender. That was a little bit too cute. It should have been more direct, or maybe even could have popped a shot off. Yes, Harry Maguire wins the ball back. Looks to feed Icardi. Instead, the ball rolls through to Eden Hazard. Oh, Begovic, what are you doing? He went to come out and he's done me. That's my fault. That is totally my fault. I thought he was going to jump at my feet. So I had to just lift it over him, look. And in fact, he just stayed on his line. And that's embarrassing. Pedro knocks it into Hazard. Maybe one last chance before half-time. Icardi's had a good game up there. Going to lay the ball off. Touch. Strike from Kovacic. Oh, there was a player on the left. It was Wilfried Zaha. Should have passed it. Thought I could hit the top corner with Kovacic. Didn't happen. 1-1 at the break. Alonso, good header. Kovacic sees Pedro on that right-hand side. Pedro knocks it inside. Wants to return. He's got it there. Going to drill one across goal. There's nobody taking a gamble. That's where you want your striker running into the box. Just any kind of toe poke on the end of that. You're going to score. Oh, they've given it away to Icardi. Icardi on a bit of a run. I don't want to pass it in case Zaha runs offside. Goes back to Kante. Now Kovacic. Kovacic. They're backing away. Oh, lovely bit of footwork from Kovacic. Oh, he's blazed it over. Did the hard part in creating the space. That was an incredible bit of skill. Look, that little Cruyff turn. Oh, amazing. And then the shot was wild. My finishing has been horrific today. Absolutely horrific. Apart from the first effort with Icardi, where he just placed it into the bottom corner. That should have been a goal. Hazard's one should have been a goal. Maybe this one could be a goal. He found Eden Hazard. Wants to cut inside. He's done that. Outside of the right foot. What an effort. I was actually speechless there. I opened my mouth, but no words came out. Rico puts the cross in. Headed away by Harry Maguire. Bournemouth still in possession. No, don't let another cross come in. That's cleared by Kovacic. Now we can break with Eden Hazard. Kovacic to his right. Kovacic needs more support on this side though, really. Cut inside. He looks as though he's going to go left. He finds Wilfried Zaha. Hazard making a little bursting run. Hazard is onside. He's got players at the back stick. Looks to pick out Kovacic, and that is a brilliantly worked goal. Begovic, get off him. Begovic, get off him. Begovic. Begovic. Wait, get down. Lovely little WWE match. Kovacic has stayed down. These celebrations are wild. How long is this going to go on for? He's up. Now he's celebrating. Yes, lad. He's realised he scored. Oh, let's go down again. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Fantastic team goal. The ball here from Zaha to Hazard. The first time ball into the back stick. Thought Begovic was going to get there. He didn't. And obviously Kovacic was clattered as he finished that. But he still had enough about him to place it with his left foot right into the top corner. Making a double change. That is actually the last action for Kovacic because he's very, very tired. Ruben Loftus-Cheek will come on in midfield. And Willian is going to come on to replace Pedro out wide. Oh, Bournemouth coming forward. Stanislas. Finds Nathaniel Klein. Finds done well. Puts a cross in. Harry Maguire's there. Cook keeps it alive. Maguire clears again. Loftus-Cheek finds Hazard. Counter-attack could be on because Willian is fresh. Fresh off the bench. Oh, see ya. See you later. He's got Icardi with him. Icardi stays onside. Mauro Icardi to wrap it up. Oh, what a finish. Another player who was clattered as he took the shot. But Mauro Icardi gets his second of the game. Maybe his confidence is flowing now. It must be if he's doing handstands and running along like that. Confidence is flowing. Grabs his second of the game. He's going to start paying us back in goals now. I always knew he had the ability, but it never really worked out for him so far with us at Chelsea. But goals are starting to come. Good finish. Defending to be done. Kante's the man back there. He does it really well. Here is Azpilicueta. And where we're going to go here. Be a bit patient maybe. Hazard rolls it into the path of Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Be grateful for some game time today, I'm sure. He skips past one. Looks to finesse one. Oh, he didn't catch it cleanly. But he's, for a big lad, he's got quick feet, Loftus-Cheek, and he goes on some lovely runs from midfield as he picks up the ball in the edge of the box. Brilliant stuff. Chance for Bournemouth to get themselves back into this. I don't want that to happen. We've got the best away record in the Premier League. I don't want to concede more than I have to. Harry Maguire making sure the ball is cleared away acrobatically. He's putting a solid defensive display, and that is enough for us. The goals from Icardi and Kovacic get us all 3 points here at Bournemouth. Brilliant result. Another bid for Pedro. We're not selling him. I just said him and Willian will stay until the end of the season. I know they're over 30 and their stats will start to decline. Their overall rating will go down, but these two are key. And I love them at Chelsea in real life. They're great players. We'll keep them. So transfer deadline day is upon us. Arsenal have done some great business, by the way. I'm not sure about the sales with just not a lot of players, not a lot of money coming in. But Gini Wijnaldum coming in is a good signing. I'm just going to have a quick look at our shortlist. Obviously, Skriniar we want, maybe in the summer. Not necessarily, no need to get him in now. I'd love to get Christensen back. Obviously, we talked about a swap deal maybe in the summer that'll be available. Varane is probably the best young centre-back for me in the world right now. So I would love to get him. If it's a decision between Varane and Skriniar as to who we get, I would go for Varane all day long, by the way. Saul, I would like. De Ligt, everyone wants him, but everyone says he's overused. But we've got to do what's right for us, so maybe that's still an option. Koulibaly, Jonathan Tah, but Lorenzo Insigne is everybody's kind of preferred sign-in in place of Pedro, I think. There were some mentions of Pulisic and mentions of Lozano as well. But Insigne probably the best. I know he's a left winger, but obviously all the three players that play behind the striker can play in either position as far as I'm concerned. Don't forget, coming back from loan, we are going to have Mason Mount, Michy Batshuayi as well. There are some other players I'm sure that are out on loan. Kennedy out on loan. He probably won't be used very much. He will probably be a player that we sell when he comes back to the club. But our squad is looking very good as it starts to take shape for next season. Remember this guy, career mode legend. I buy him on every single career mode, and I think I'm going to do the same here because he's valued at like 2 mil, and he's naturally a left midfielder, 24 years old. Overall rating is not that high, but when you play with him, he feels like Eden Hazard. So I'm going to shortlist him, and I'm going to stick a £2 million bid in and see what happens there. I'd love to bring him in just as a backup player more than anything. So you're probably all thinking, Kiz, what are you doing? I've just paid the release clause, but when you see Video play, you'll be pleasantly surprised by his ability. 24 years old, he's just a great backup player, and he knows he'll be nothing more than a backup player here. His wages will be low, doesn't want a release clause. I don't want a release clause. If he comes and we don't need him, we can always sell him on. He only wants £22,000 a week, and look at that, signing bonus of £350,000 combined. What I'm going to do is edit that bonus and say when he scores 20 goals, which is not going to happen for a long time, I doubt, we'll be willing to give him what he wants. It's not quite what he was hoping for in terms of the package, but he's eager to join and has accepted a deal to join the club. Alvaro Video, welcome to Chelsea. So deadline has passed, so any deals now will go through in the summer. Ross Barkley has been subject of a bid from Valencia. Ross Barkley has been brilliant for us. He was just purely rested in that last game, so he's going nowhere. He's young and English as well, which he has going in his favour because that tends to drive the price up. Azpilicueta suffered a bruised shoulder, that's correct. A bruised shoulder. He's going to be out for 5 days, so he will miss the next game. But luckily, we've got Sergio Roberto to come in as a straight replacement. So we've got Huddersfield at home now, which is a game that we should win on paper. The squad is very tired though, very, very tired. You'll see it's a heavily rotated team. Roberto, David Luiz, Jorginho in there, Video starts, Hudson-Odoi starts, and Morata starts as well. Emerson at left back. We're just going to give these boys an opportunity to show what they can do. I don't want to hamper the development of Callum Hudson-Odoi. I want to get Loftus-Cheek involved again if I can. Alvaro Video is young. We're just going to see what he can bring to the table straight away. Let's have a look how the visitors are lining up. Looks as though it's going to be a 4-2-3-1 formation for them as well. Obviously, they'd be happy to escape here with a point, so I think it's going to be very difficult to break them down. All the big guns, by the way, you're probably thinking, Kiz, what are you doing? All the big guns are on the bench, just in case it gets to the hour mark, we haven't found a way through, or things just don't go to plan. We can bring them on if need be. One player that's very difficult to rest is N'Golo Kante, because he is that good. Here's Jorginho. Barkley. Looking to his right, Ross Barkley. Rejected, obviously we did, that bid from Valencia, as you saw. Jorginho into N'Golo Kante, looks to finesse one, comes off Congolo. It's going to be a corner to Chelsea. Good early pressure once again. I like the way we start games this season. Jorginho takes it, David Luiz and Harry Maguire going for it, but they couldn't get any real connection. Pritchard, nice little sidestep to get away from Maguire. Kante can't make the interception on this occasion. Oh, Pritchard's dummy again. Twice, he's played the ball through, Kepa comes, Kepa's got to get there and he does. Dives at the feet of the attacker, good goalkeeping. Here's Kante bringing the ball forward. Chips it over the top. Barkley to Roberto. This is a nice move. Back inside to Ross Barkley. Might go for goal himself here. Ross Barkley, tight angle. He shoots anyway through the legs of the defender. Didn't really strike it cleanly. Kante looking for Video. Picks it up. Looking for a 1-2 with Ross Barkley. Plays it back to Video. What can he do from here? Barkley's in the middle. Can we pick anyone out? We picked out Odoi. Oh, what a finish that is. Callum Hudson-Odoi. The new player on his debut and the youngster that have both been put in the starting 11 today have linked up brilliantly to execute a fantastic goal. Video got his head up. I was trying to pick up Barkley, but Odoi was there. And what a finish that is, first time. He'll be delighted with that. Side foots it. I think it's only his second Premier League goal. Second senior goal for the club. Callum Hudson-Odoi, take a bow. Oh, it's nicely done. Callum Hudson-Odoi, not the strongest. May have just scored, but he's got some work to do defensively, and he's done it. Brilliant stuff. What a game he's having so far. That will do wonders for not only his development, but his confidence as well. Morata, nice ball round the corner. Barkley looks up. Video makes a run. Is he going to get there? He should do. He's rapid. Alvaro Video, tight angle. Might go for goal anyway. Oh, he's hit the bar. Alvaro Video, so unlucky. Sergio Roberto, that is brilliant. That is not. Looked like the referee though, but the ref's wearing red. Doesn't help me. Pritchard with a snapshot. And straight into the arms of Aretha Balaga, who was very good. Made a very good save in midweek, even though Chelsea were playing in the Europa League against Videoton, or whatever their name was. Not the best club in the world by any means, but he made some good saves. Here's Alvaro Video. Trying a little step over. He didn't even have the ball and he carried on doing step overs. That was magic. Now, on the stroke of half time, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Emerson showing his pace, trying to get back. David Luiz does enough. Just gets across, barges him as he's about to shoot, and it goes over. Look at Emerson and David Luiz. Great work. That's what I want to see from my defenders. Busting a gut to get back. Half-time whistle goes. Pretty solid display so far. A couple of warning signs. A couple of chances for Huddersfield. Looks like Bournemouth. We just played Bournemouth in pretty much exactly the same kit. So I don't know if I've called them Bournemouth at any point today. But there's the new guy, Alvaro Video. Hit the bar. Got an assist. And done some invisible step overs. Honestly, I know a few of you are thinking, what was the point in that signing? I've signed him for the first time, I think, in FIFA 15, I think it was, from Real Betis at the time. And every single time I played with him, he felt like a poor man's Eden Hazard. And he was so effective. And it looks as though it's going to be the case here on FIFA 19 as well. Those of you that have been around the channel, like I said, for a long time will know exactly who he is. And wish him the best of luck. He's like a fan favourite. Emerson, well done, well done. Maguire. Looking for Emerson. He overhit the pass a little bit. Emerson will go forward with it. Callum Hudson. And caught out down his right-hand side. Here's Smith. Plays the ball inside. Pritchard. There's a runner. There's a runner. Both of us have tracked him. Good work from Alvaro Morata. What are you doing back there? Huddersfield coming forward again. Started the second half brightly. Cross comes in. David Luiz is beaten to it by Pritchard. Kepa with an incredible save. He didn't know too much about it. That was pure instinctive. Look at that. Pritchard. David Luiz just coasting and he just nipped in front of him at that near post. It's come off the inside of his leg. Corner to be defended. Jorginho and David Luiz both challenging for it and have done well. Here's Morata. He's on his own completely so far. Now he picks out Ross Barkley, who looks to the right. Alvaro Video will take over. Right, let's go. Look at the pace. Look at the pace of the man. Cuts back. Stands it up. Odoi is there again. Oh, he just didn't get the power on the header at all. Aaron Moyes come on for Huddersfield as well. Very good player. Harry Maguire battling. Gives the ball straight to Moy. Player I was talking about. Not sure why he's trying to shoot from 40 yards. Kepa will save that all day long, but shot on target for Huddersfield, I guess. Game is not won yet. If we grab another goal, though, it could be. Unlucky, Sergi. Woo! Another big transfer confirmed. As you saw the little flash up there in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Fekir, who is one of the most used players I've discovered on Ultimate Team. Every single team I play against seems to have him. And there was some confusion at the back there. But Fekir has joined Barcelona. I did wonder why they were selling everybody. They obviously had a backup plan. Kante to Barkley. Barkley to Jorginho. We're taking the ball to the left. Ball is through to Morata, who is onside. Flag stays down. Alvaro Morata, can he just finesse one? He can. Made it look simple. Keeper didn't really close me down. Wasn't even a finessed effort in the style that I was hoping to do it. Just wanted to open up my body and whip it into that far corner. He didn't even need to do that. He kind of laced / toe poked it, but it found its way in. Game, set and match Chelsea, surely. Sprung the offside trap beautifully, Morata. Not the fastest, but he's got enough pace to stay ahead of the defender. And he kind of just, he toe punts it. So following that, we're going to get some game time to some more of our youngsters that I cannot wait to develop throughout this career mode. Loftus-Cheek and Ampadu both coming on for the final 15 minutes or so. Here's Diakabi. Plays the ball forward. Emerson should cut that out, and he does. The touch was a bit loose, though. It's put us into trouble. Doesn't really clear it. Now he does. Whew, that was a bit of a let-off. Right, at the other end, Loftus-Cheek into Morata. Video makes a run. Ball has been played over the top. He's got Loftus-Cheek in the middle. So's N'Golo Kante. Can he pick any of them out? Video comes in, pulls it back to Odoi again. Shot is blocked. Loftus-Cheek. What was that? What was that? Diakabi plays the ball out to the right. I tell you what, if keep calling them Bournemouth. If Huddersfield score, then it's going to be a bit of a grandstand finish. We'll be doing all we can to ensure that doesn't happen. Still got 4 minutes to go here, but it's been a decent performance from this rotated side. Everybody obviously wants to start week in, week out. Oh, Vidio's been crunched. Loftus-Cheek and Sergio Roberto, but Morata's feet. Turns his man. Alvaro Morata wants it on his right foot, looking to get it there. Instead, we'll go back. Jorginho, Kante, Loftus-Cheek, nice turn. Oh, and again, see ya. Loftus-Cheek. Oh, he's hit the outside of the post, the foot of the post, as it goes wide. That was a brilliant bit of skill. Fashioned the space so nicely. Just couldn't pick out that bottom corner. I want to see a replay, but I'm not going to because that's where Video got absolutely munched. Big winner from Ruby. Morata looking for Hudson-Odoi, who was running onto that ball at pace, but referee brings the game to a close. Can't complain. Another 3 points. Every time we win, Spurs seem to win as well, though, so that gap never gets bigger. It's currently sat at 3 points. I'll be interested to see how they got on this round of fixtures. Look at that, man of the match on your debut. How about that, Alvaro? Second, Alvaro 2.0, we should call him. Spurs drew at home to Newcastle, so they have dropped points. That is what we need. See the league table there, 5 points, the gap now. It's looking beautiful. It's a 2-horse race at this point. We've both got games in hand on Everton as well. We're 15 points clear. Don't know what the other teams are up to. United in 5th, Liverpool 6th, City in 7th. Arsenal struggling. Maybe we can poach some of those Arsenal players next season because they will not be happy if they miss out on Champions League football. Got an email to look at. No. Go away. Stop sniffing around Loftus-Cheek. He's not going anywhere. 21 mil is a nice offer. We've already had one of 25 from AC Milan that we rejected. So this one is going to be the same thing. Loftus-Cheek is going nowhere. We're going to focus on bringing these youngsters through and obviously signing some more players as well in the summer to continue to bolster the squad, as next year we will be in the Champions League. If we mess it up from here, we've got nobody but ourselves to blame. But thanks very much for watching, guys. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys in the next one.